Let us talk about the recall. September 14th is the final day for the recall. We probably won't know for weeks if the Democrats have control of the election process, because, that's how they do things. But I don't think it matters. And I'm going to show you some stuff. I've got a timeline of the graph of like, how is he doing? But, we'll see. Check us out. So this is from CBS News, just kind of a live update here. The polls are open in California, where voters are casting ballots on whether or not to recall Governor Gavin Newsom. Voters are being asked to decide if they want to cut his term short, and if yes, they could choose up to 46 contenders challenging him. CBS News elections and survey director, and you know what? I don't even care about this. I can't stand CBS. It's a bunch of fluff. All right, I want to get right to it. Look, this is my poll. All right, on Twitter, I sent this out. I don't know, 8 hours ago, 9 hours ago, 10 hours ago. Will Gavin Newsom be recalled today? Now, there is 7,366 votes as of right now, and it is right in the middle. Look at this. 49.7% say yes, 50.3% say no. And I think a lot of those people that say no want him to be recalled. I think so. I think there's a good portion of those votes that are like, there's no way. You know why? Because the Democrats are going to Democrat. And that's sad. That's where we're at, where we just assume Democrats are going to cheat. I've seen enough instances of voter fraud to know that it exists. Okay? Now, I can't say whether or not it would have altered a specific, outcome. We'll put it that way. An outcome of a certain election. But I don't know. Look at this. This is 538 polling average for keeping versus removing Governor Gavin Newsom in the upcoming recall election. Now, this goes all the way back to what looks like maybe the 15th, 14th of July. Okay? Lots for keep, not that many for remove. But there was a big uptick all the way through into August. Okay, now, right here, something seems to have changed. And then everything, now it just seems like he's doing well. Interesting. Okay, but then there's this report. Republicans in Southern California have trouble casting recall ballots. Many of them have been told they've already voted, even though they had not voted. Democrats are pulling out all the stops, it seems. Let's see. Voters were forced to fill out provisional ballots after they were told the computers showed they already cast their ballots. Estelle Bender, 88, a Republican, told KTLA 5 that she spoke with many others in the same polling place, and they were told incorrectly that they had already voted. Now, this woman was like, they asked her, like, who did you vote for? And she's like, that's the thing. I'm Republican. And I asked all these other people that were being told the same thing, and they happen to be Republican also. Bunch of people already voted. Turns out they were Republicans. One thing that stuck out, they don't say this in this article, but I listened to her. I probably can't play it for you guys because it's a small news source. The algorithms will probably cut my channel or whatever. But she said something specific there near the end. She said, I still am waiting to find out who I voted for, because they told her she already voted. And she's like, I don't even know. She doesn't even know who she voted for. My. The state of the election system in the United States is just bonkers. I mean, how did they vote already? How? Huh? I've already covered the irregularities with the punch, the hole punch in the envelopes that you can see if someone voted yes for the recall election. Now, it's not on all envelopes. I had some people reporting and showing me pictures of their envelopes that didn't have hole punches. There was different ballots where Larry Elder was actually on the back page. I don't know if you know this about me. I'm rooting for Larry Elder. I would like for him to be governor of California. I don't care what you say about the guy. I don't, there's some things I've heard about him that I don't necessarily agree with. But does that change the fact that I think he would be a good governor? No, I think he would. I think he really has everyone's best interest at hand. So, I don't know. This is kind of crazy. What do you guys think? Do you think Gavin Newsom's going to be recalled? He had Joe Biden come out. Biden was in California helping a governor in a recall attempt, or a recall election. Why is the sitting president, who has a lot of things on his plate, well, it's probably just ice cream. We got to remember who we're talking about here. But he should be focusing on the bigger picture. I mean, Biden, I have another article, and it deserves its own segment because it's about him implementing some crazy things with the IRS and spying on American citizens. But that's a whole different segment, subject. I want to stay on Gavin Newsom. So I joined Rakita Law last night on his show. Shout out to Nick Rakita. He's great. And we had a blast, but we were watching Gavin Newsom speak to a tiny crowd. And there was a cheerleader stand. And Gavin even pointed to them yeah, my cheer squad. And it's dude, did you pay those people to cheer for you? I've seen countless pictures of Larry Elder showing up and people actually showing up for him. I mean, you know what? I got to show you guys this. Yesterday, Biden showed up and they were booing him like crazy. Booing him. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you guys hear that? Probably not, but you can see all the Trump signs. You can see all the swear words. F Biden. I mean, it's all there. They're waving F Biden flags. This is the presidential motorcade right here coming through. This is look how many people. There was more people right there in that crowd than Gavin had at his gathering that had the president sitting, that he was also speaking. Seriously. And then I can't, I don't know why the sound's not working, but so the president came up, President Biden, he hacked up a lung right there. You actually just saw it. He was like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know there's no sound. I apologize for the no sound. But you didn't need to hear anything. Yeah, they were booing and they were screaming, shouting, but it was very clear what you saw. But Biden here, when he did this whole thing, he was coughing, but he basically called Larry Elder Trump. And Gavin Newsom said it over and over again. Trumpism. You're going to get Donald Trump if you get rid of me. Oh my gosh. I'm so fed up with this. Trump was a good president. Sure, he was a little brash. Sure, he's a little showboaty, right? He's a little obnoxious sometimes. Yeah, okay. But he's got a good idea for what America should be. He loves America. I don't think Biden loves America. I don't think Gavin loves anyone. That dude has a serial killer smile. I don't trust him at all. And so on Rakita's show, we were listening to Gavin, and he was just reiterating the same talking points that these Democrats do. They're coming for your rights. They don't want you to thrive, which is insulting for Larry Elder, because if you know anything about the man, he wants everyone to work for their own lives and become stronger, because that's the trick. You got to work on yourself. If you work on yourself, you can do many, many things. Looking at Biden's face. Oh, gosh. He basically said Larry Elder is Trump. If you vote for Larry Elder, you're going to get Trump. I don't know if that's the threat that he thinks it is. Because I feel like a lot more people than he thinks or knows miss Trump and regret voting for that man, Biden. I mean, we're seeing it all the time. I regret my vote for Biden. There's tweets. People are popping through the woodwork, going, I wouldn't have voted if I knew that this guy was going to be as bad as he is. Well, thank you for getting there, I guess. Yeah. Because this is what we got. This is one of my tweets. I just said, it feels like they're using him as a shield. And that's what I feel. I feel like Biden, he's just a puppet. He's got someone's hand shoved real far up there, controlling what he's doing. All right? That's what I think. I don't trust him at all. And neither do I trust Gavin Newsom. Or the integrity of our election systems. And that sucks. How do we fix that? How do we get back to trusting that? If Newsom wins, I'm not going to believe it. I'll tell you, I won't believe it. Why? Because even the liberal leftist, I voted for Biden, I can't stand you because you voted, you're voting for Trump or voted for Trump, whatever, hate Gavin Newsom. I don't know anyone who likes Gavin Newsom. Nobody. Sure, there's Twitter trolls. I don't even know if they're real or if they're paid shills for Gavin Newsom. He paid to have a cheerleading squad at his soiree yesterday. His intimate little whatever shouting match. Dude was definitely on some sort of upper. I'll let you use your imagination as to what it is. But is it going to be fair? I don't know. I mean, there was that article that came out about the man that had hundreds of ballots of the recall election ballots in his car. Okay, yeah, he was a drug dealer and he was stealing mail, but why would he have stolen hundreds of mail-in ballots? Why would he go for those? Does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. I hope that woman, Estelle Bender, the 88-year-old woman who went in and was like, I'm a Republican and I already vote. I want to know who I voted for. I hope she finds out who it is. All right. Hey, Estelle, great name. Call Project Veritas and let them know. Because they will give you, or call me, actually. Call me. That'd be great.